All right, we're talking Abington Heights boys tennis. Tom Lavelle, the head coach, with us here at Arcaro and Genell's Takeaway Kitchen. And Coach, it's been a pretty good run. You've had a nice group of guys for years now. Let's talk about what it's been like for you, your experience.
Yeah, thanks for having us and highlighting our team's successes as well. We really appreciate it. We're really proud of the accomplishments that we've been able to achieve there on the tennis courts and doing our best to represent tennis in northeastern Pennsylvania within the Lackawanna League, within District 2, and we've been fortunate enough over the better part of the last 9-10 years to be able to represent tennis from northeastern PA at the state level, at the state tournament. So I'm really fortunate, really lucky to work with the group of athletes that we've had over the better part of the last 9 to 10 years and get the support from the administrative level and from the community. So it's a great opportunity that I'm certainly enjoying and putting my all into.
Let's talk about your background with tennis, where it started, and what you learned and you try to instill in these young men.
Sure, and so my tennis trajectory, I suppose you can call it, started in high school as a freshman at West Scranton, actually, and I came from an athletic family and playing a lot of youth sports, more traditional sports, as it were, in terms of baseball and basketball, but even since childhood, I definitely had a passion and an interest in tennis. I remember myself being glued to the Wimbledon tournament as a young kid and wanting to play, but not really having those opportunities to play until freshman year of high school when the varsity tennis team presented itself as a good opportunity. And so I had an athletic background, but I didn't have a tennis background. But fortunately, I had a great first coach in Tom Kerrigan, who's a retired Scranton School District teacher, and was also my tennis coach. And he really taught me the basics of the game, the fundamentals of the game, and really set me on the correct path in terms of developing my abilities within the game as a player, but equally important, my ability and future abilities as a coach in terms of the fundamentals and the basics. And in any sport, so often it does come back to just that. And if you do the little things right over and over again, oftentimes you'll meet with success. So definitely I want to give a lot of credit to Tom Kerrigan and John Sinclair and my father, Ed Lavelle, as well, who he was a coach. He coached freshman basketball at Central High School for a while and JV basketball in the Scranton School District, and so he definitely instilled a passion for athletics in me as well.
Overall, this group for 2017, take us through your lineup. What do you have out there?
So this particular season has been really fun, really exciting, because our lineup is in many ways a lot of new faces. We graduated as a team. We usually carry 18 on our team, and we actually graduated 12 seniors out of 18. Of those 12 seniors we graduated, 6 were starters, and so we graduated 6 out of our 7 starters for all intents and purposes. And so as a coach, that's definitely a situation where you have to rely on and expect a lot from those kids who have been putting in the time, the hard work, as non-starters in previous years, and I'm fortunate to be in a position where those kids did just that. They've worked very hard throughout their time on the team, not having gained a starting spot as of yet, and they've learned a lot from each other, and they've learned a lot from that class of seniors that had graduated. And so there were a lot of spots to fill and a lot of talent to fill and to live up to. And so far this season, they've been doing so extraordinarily well. So I'm incredibly proud of our team and our lineup and the work that they're putting into the success that we have so far going.
Let's talk about the streak, what that's like, and get overused. Do you talk about it? Do you feel it? It's there. It's just something that it's a fortunate situation, that's for sure.
Yeah, the streak itself, I mean, it's something to be acknowledged. It's not something not to be acknowledged. And so just from an acknowledgement point of view, I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to coach at Abington, to work with such dedicated student athletes. It's really a testament to their work ethic. It's a testament to the time they put in the off season. It's a testament to believing in the goals and values of the program, because I really think that we have a program at Abington Heights Tennis, and there's a lot of buy-in of what it takes to compete, what it takes to earn the starting spot, but equally important, what it takes to be a good teammate, a good role model for each other, a good sportsman, how to respect your opponent, and how to respect the game and how to represent yourself well. And so the streak is noteworthy. It's not something we talk about. We talk about the basics, the fundamentals. We talk about analyzing our opponent. We talk about putting into matches what we do in practice. We talk about doing the little things right and letting the win take care of itself. And fortunately, it's been taking care of itself because of that approach. Approaching 100, I think there was a little bit more focus or attention on that hallmark, or on that milestone, I should say. But at the same time, as a coach, I tried my best to make sure that it wasn't about the number. It's about competing, working hard, and respecting the game. And so that's our priority.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job. Continued success, and keep it going here in 2017.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, we're talking with Spencer Gilbert from the Abington Heights boys tennis team. And Spencer, first thing that stands out is your coach is a wonderful guy.
Yes.
Who seems like he's got great vision, a great work ethic, kind of like blue-collar mentality work ethic. But you guys have worked that out at Abington Heights and then turned into a tremendous amount of success for the tennis program.
Yeah, you know what? He really definitely does push us pretty hard. But that's how we all get better. That's how we improve as a team, and we work on our teamwork that way when we are all struggling together. It's just it's a mob mentality. We go through it together.
Let's talk about the graduation. You guys graduated a lot of talent last year, but you guys are stepping up. Everybody's working hard. You're one of them.
Yeah. We've got a lot. We've got a couple of returning players who are really stepping up to their game, and honestly, I couldn't be more proud of them. We've lost over 10 seniors since last year, and it's a totally new dynamic, totally new team, but our team is stepping up, and I'm very proud.
What about your tennis game has improved from last year to this year? Would you say you improved 10%, 50%? What kind of moniker do you say that your improvement in your tennis game is?
Well, I hope that I improve every day in somewhat of a fashion, but I think from last year I've improved a lot. Probably, I'm probably 50% better than I was before. I think I've worked on consistency a lot. I wasn't so consistent last year. This year it's becoming more of a advantage for me rather than a disadvantage. So we all work on our specific things, but I think that's what I like to do.
It's all about fun. How much fun do you guys have?
We have a lot of fun, I gotta say. A couple of my friends on the team some of them are my best friends from, when I was a little kid, from when I was in 4th grade, and we have a ton of fun, and that's what pushes us through, makes us an incredible team, because we have not only the player dynamic where we are a talented group of teammates, but we also have a group of teammates who is willing to hang out, work together, work hard, and have fun together.
You go to some of these tennis matches, and you'll talk to coaches, and you'll see, hey, they're going to get pretzels or hot dogs or pizza, or hey, they're going to have a cake today. You guys do anything that's a little different than anybody else?
I would say maybe just a little bit different. One thing that we do is we like to, rather than focusing on the food and the, I guess what some people might call the fun parts of the match, we're really into our own matches. So, for example, all the people on our team, whether they're a starter or a non-starter, they have an incredibly important role. So what we like to encourage to do is we have our non-starters, really, like, we got to cheer on the starters, because that's what pushes us through. That's what gets us the win. And it's a team effort as a whole. So we're a little different in that respect. We really care for what our teammates are doing at the same time.
Spencer, pleasure catching up with you. We wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Brian Ostrowski from the Abington Heights boys tennis team with us today here at Arcaro and Genell's Takeaway Kitchen. And Brian, the streak, it's been pretty lengthy there at Abington Heights. I'm sure you guys want to keep it going, but at any day, any match, it could end. One day it may.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you guys have been pretty fortunate. What's it been like for you to be a part of this program?
This program is very fun, and it's there's a lot to do here, and the streak, it is actually very important. It's pretty cool that we have 100 wins, and
Coach has a philosophy and a work ethic, and he demands a lot of you guys. What will you remember about this coach going forward in your life?
This coach, I've known him for a while because my family, I'm the last of my family, and there's my brother, my sister, and all, and they all had him as a coach. And seeing him progress throughout the years, it was very interesting and like very nice to see. And being the last one with him as my family, it's very good.
Coach Lavelle is, he seems like a simple guy. Hey, we're going to work hard. We're going to do the basics.
Yeah.
Talk about some practices or different things he tries to get through to you guys about.
He definitely works on the teamwork and all the shots that we hit here. And we have a lot of like team-based drills that we do. So a big thing I would say is the team.
Being a senior and playing with these guys, you got to step up as a leader with all the graduation you guys had. Talk about what you try to tell these other guys, even though you've only been in the program 2 years. What do you try and instill in some of these younger players?
Being a captain on the team, I have to help with this, like, what going forward, I guess. And I've seen them, like, there's a lot of shots that we all need to work on, and I like to help install them into the new players.
Future endeavors for you. What's up next? What are you thinking about for your senior year after that? College already a thought, or is there something else you may do?
I'm gonna go to college, and after that, I'm looking maybe to serve in the Air Force.
Sounds like a pretty good plan. Anybody else with a military background in the family at all?
No.
You'll be the first guy.
Yeah, I would be the first guy.
How about a major? Is there something that you kind of lean towards? Okay. And who are some of those college choices you're looking at?
I'm looking at Penn State right now, and I got accepted there, but first Worthington, and then I was going to go over to Maine, so the 2-2 program.
What area of engineering? There's a lot of them.
That I haven't picked yet, but I was looking at mechanical.
And your family, let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned there's some brothers, sisters before you.
Yeah.
What's it like for the folks to kind of say, hey, this is it, we're wrapping up our last guy in school, tennis is going to be done, he's going to go off to school, but I'm sure they're out there to support you every chance you get, whether it's in the classroom or out there on the tennis court.
Yes. Well, it's actually kind of saddening in a way because I'm the last one, and like, I don't know. But after high school, maybe I'll continue with some tennis, maybe go to some tournaments if I want to, I guess. And everyone's still playing. Like, my brother's still in college playing tennis, so that's nice. So it's not going to end with me.
Sounds like it's going to be a family tradition for many years to come, huh?
Hopefully.
Well, we wish you the best. Continue that streak going at Abington Heights. I know it's not easy, but best of luck.
Thank you.
Owen Holland with us from the Abington Heights tennis team. Owen, let's talk about this group of guys you play with. You have some talent on this team?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Bailey, our returning player, he was on the team my freshman year, and he actually came back for this year, which was a big help. Our team last year, we lost a lot of good seniors like Sahas, Rishi, Brandon. I didn't think we were going to do too well, but with Bailey coming back and a lot of our underclassmen stepping up, it's going pretty well, actually.
Talk about playing for Coach Lavelle.
Well, I've been on the team since my freshman year, so I've kind of like grown up with him on the team a little bit. And I also take Spanish, so he's also my teacher in school. We get along really well. I feel like we just get along really well with him. He's a great coach, and it's just a lot of fun with him.
A couple players said, well, he can be a little demanding, but usually those kind of coaches get the most out of you. So talk about finding out a little bit more about yourself, about what you have, Did you know you could do this? Did you know you could do that?
Sure, yeah. So this is actually my first year actually like starting at Mun doubles like permanently, or as like a permanent starting spot. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, Bailey and I couldn't make it at the match yesterday. It was a tough match. Barely won, actually. Our doubles was really weak, and so today Mr. Lavelle, as a matter of fact, he ran us through what we did wrong, what we could do better, and we talked through those scenarios. And I guess you find that as demanding, but like coming away from a near win, I feel like that was actually really helpful.
The streak, everybody's talking about it, and I'm sure it's something you guys, coach says, listen, we don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, actually, like previous years when I wasn't really a huge part of the team, I heard that at like 90, 95, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. But now playing for the 99 to 100 match, that was actually a big deal to me. I'm like, I knew we were probably going to win, but like when I would start blowing my game a little bit, I would think, oh my God, like, are we actually going to lose? But then we pulled it together, and it really put us on the radar in school and in the community. So I think it's actually really, really great for us.
learning the game of tennis, what kind of discipline do you take out of the game of tennis in life?
I really think that the mental game, like the silence, like the just like the appropriate feeling of like the spectators. I just feel like it's really nice, and just all about like strategy, and just it's really really formal. Like shake hands with your opponent, like regardless of the outcome. Something you got to do in life. Like shake hands. Like take something away from every match. Something you're gonna have to do in the workplace a little bit.
Well, great to hear from you. Great to
Thank
see you
you.
here at
Of course.
Arcaro and Genell's Takeaway Kitchen.
Yeah, thank you.
Continuing the conversation with the Abingtonites tennis team, Tim Christman is with us. And Tim, boy, you guys graduated the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Except you. And you got a lot of new faces this year. What did you learn last year on the tennis team that kind of carried over for this year to have some good things happening?
Yeah, I learned how to be more of a leader from last year, from all of the seniors that we had. They were really a good influence on us. And I also learned just skills, basically, to prepare me for this year.
Let's talk about your skill set. Well, what kind of tennis player are you?
I'd say I'm more of an aggressive player, more offensive. I like to have control of the points more, and I'm not really the defensive type.
Got some big bodies out there on this tennis team. Talk about guys learning the game, but knowing, hey, this guy's pretty long. He might be able to get a powerful serve or hit some balls. Cover some ground on the court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bailey Harris is huge for us. He has a huge power serve for us. Brian Ostrowski's also a very big player. He has a big serve, and they both have a huge impact on our team.
Let's talk about Coach Lavelle. His impact on you. What's it been like?
It's been amazing. He's a great teacher to me, and he's also a great coach. He teaches me everything. Every single time we go out there, it's something new, and it's amazing.
He seems like he kind of hangs on those simple, basic things, but you're saying you're learning new stuff, although he's keeping it basic. Explain what that's like.
Basically, he wants to get his point across to us. We just need to keep doing the basics, and then it will be like a thing of a second nature to us.
The streak has been talked about. Probably some pressure on you guys. We can't let this go. We got to get to 100. You guys do that, but then whatever happens, happens. I mean, Coach says you really don't talk about it a whole lot. I'm sure some guys do from time to time, but
the streak. Basically, we wanted to get the streak first. That was the big point of our season. But now that it's past us, we're just worried about the season. We want to get to be district champs and maybe even do something in the state level.
For you, the game of tennis itself, something you can carry the rest of your life. What are you looking forward to with that?
I would love to teach my kids, if I ever have kids, to play. I think I could teach my family too. They're very interested in it. And I also would like to play in college too. So.
Sounds like you have your future kind of mapped out as to how it's going to be. Maybe some coaching down the line for you as well. And we wish you the very best the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Bailey Harris with us from the Abingtonites boys tennis team. And Bailey, you come into this tennis season with a year off. You went to track and field, did that. Now you're back with this tennis team. And let's talk about what it's like to be a part of the 2017 tennis team with this group of guys.
Well, it's really nice to be back for my senior year. I took a year off from track just to kind of. I ran track in 7th and 8th grade, and I just wanted to go back to it to see see how I was at it. But I'm really glad I came back to tennis for my senior year because it's like it means a lot to me here.
And obviously, having a little bit of that talent in both sports makes you valuable. I'm sure the tennis guys are all excited that you're back to that. What is it about your tennis game you think that you're able to utilize and win some matches for Abington?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing tennis since I can remember as a little kid. So, I mean, I have experiences, kind of my strong suit.
Overall, you talk about this team. What do you like about the Comets when they're out there on the court?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of school spirit. We have a lot of parents come out. Our administration kind of started coming out to our tennis games, which is really nice, and just the whole team camaraderie vibe. It's just really nice. It's like a big family.
Coach seems like a unique fella, Coach Lavelle. Talk about your relationship with him and what he tries to bring out of you.
Yeah, he's a Spanish teacher in school, so he's always around in the halls, and he's a great guy. I mean, one of the reasons I came back. He's a great coach, great guy, very knowledgeable.
You got a pretty bright future ahead of you. You're a heck of a student. Talk about getting that academic part down. You excel in the classroom. Talk about what you like about school.
I mean, I like the challenge of school. It's nice to balance a extracurricular sport with my schoolwork. It's just kind of takes the edge off school a little bit. But I mean, it's definitely a challenge to take part in both.
Let's talk about that next step for you. Where you headed and what you're going to major in.
I'll be attending the University of Connecticut for physiology and neurobiology next year. And we actually saw a tennis match down there on a accepted Students' Day, so that was pretty exciting.
What got you interested in that major?
I acquired a internship at a local doctor's office, specifically optometry, and I just kind of fell in love with the area of medicine, and that's what I want to do. So.
That's awesome, man. Well, we wish you the best in tennis season, but more importantly, that academic side looks awfully bright for you. Very best your way.
Thank you.